Have you ever stood in front of the mirror wearing a blouse you absolutely love, only to realize something about the outfit feels off? Maybe it's the way the blouse hangs. Maybe it's what you paired it with. And instead of feeling vibrant and confident, you catch a glimpse and think, why does this make me look older? I've been there too. And I promise you, it's rarely the blouse itself. More often, it's the way it's styled that can take you from fabulous to frumpy in seconds. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn those beautiful blouses you already own into modern, flattering staples that work with you, not against you. We'll swap safe combinations that hide your shape for fresh pairings that create balance, add energy, and highlight your best features. And the best part? You don't have to buy an entirely new wardrobe. Just tweak what you have, and the transformation will surprise you. So grab your favorite blouse, settle in, and let's make this fun. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with a friend who loves her blouses as much as you do. You're about to see how small changes can make a big difference. 1. Feminine blouse plus masculine bottoms. Contrast. You know that moment when you slip on a blouse that feels like a dream. Silky, soft, maybe with a whisper of lace or a flutter at the sleeves, and you're sure it's going to make you glow. Until you see the full outfit in the mirror and something just flattens. It's not that the blouse isn't beautiful, it's that the whole look leans so far into soft that it starts to feel predictable, even a little tired. Here's a secret most women don't hear often enough. After 60, a little contrast can be your style superpower. Pairing that feminine blouse with bottoms that have a sharper, more tailored edge doesn't make you look harder. It makes you look sharper. It's like placing a delicate flower arrangement in a sleek, modern vase. The softness still sings, but now it has a stage, and the whole thing feels fresh. I remember working with a client named Helen. She adored her cream silk blouse with tiny pearl buttons. It had been a faithful part of her wardrobe for years. She'd always worn it with a flowing midi skirt because, well, that's how she'd always styled it. When she walked into my studio, she looked nice, safe, like a well-wrapped gift that no one was in a rush to open. We changed one thing. I handed her a pair of slate gray tailored trousers, clean waistband, subtle crease, a gentle taper through the leg. She slid them on, turned to the mirror, and I swear her reflection leaned forward to meet her. Her shoulders lifted. Her smile widened. She even shifted her weight, like she'd just remembered she was in charge of the room. That's the energy contrast gives you. The structured trousers didn't erase her femininity. They framed it. The pearl buttons caught the light, in a way they hadn't before. Her blouse looked richer, her figure more defined, and her whole presence more alive. If you want to try it, start with a blouse you love for its softness. Maybe it's silky, maybe it has drape, maybe it's sprinkled with florals. Instead of pairing it with another soft piece, swap in pants that mean business, tailored, clean lines, a fit that skims without squeezing. Finish the look with shoes that know how to walk that line between elegant and grounded, pointed flats, ankle boots, or a low block heel. And don't underestimate the belt. A belt does more than hold your pants up. It holds the outfit together. It draws the eye to your waist, even if you think you don't have one, and creates that subtle illusion of shape. With Helen, we added a slim metallic belt with a gentle gleam, just enough to whisper, "I'm paying attention," without shouting for it. Here's the beauty of this trick. It's not about buying an entirely new wardrobe. It's about using what you already own in a way that wakes it up. You still get to keep the blouse that feels like you. You just give it a partner that brings out its best. And when you step into the mirror and see the softness of your blouse anchored by the confidence of a strong silhouette, you'll feel that shift deep down. You'll stand a little taller. You'll walk into the world with the quiet certainty that you're not just dressed, you're present. And trust me, once you see how one small switch can change everything, you'll be curious to find out what else in your closet has been waiting for its perfect match. 2. Floral blouse with structured white jeans. There's something about a floral blouse that feels timeless. Soft petals scattered across fabric, colors that remind you of spring no matter the season. But here's the challenge. Pair it with the wrong bottom, and all that freshness can fade into something a little tired, too loose, too shapeless. And instead of looking light and airy, the outfit can start to feel like it's weighing you down. That's exactly what happens when a floral blouse gets matched with slouchy linen pants and heavy sandals. Linen pants are wonderful in the right context, but when they're too loose and paired with a blouse that already has volume, it's like doubling down on relaxed until the whole outfit loses its shape. Add a pair of Birkenstock-style sandals, and suddenly you've gone from breezy chic to lazy afternoon on the couch, which is fine for lounging, but not when you want to feel put together. Now picture this. Same floral blouse, but instead of those linen pants, you slip into a pair of white bootcut jeans. The fit is gentle, hugging in the right places without feeling tight, and the cut creates a long, clean line from hip to hem. White acts like a spotlight for the blouse, making every color in the print pop, and it instantly brightens your whole presence. Here's where the magic gets even better. You repeat one of the blouse's colors in your accessories. Let's say your blouse has little bursts of red in the flowers. Add red sandals. Not a loud, screaming red, but a rich, confident shade that says, "I planned this." Then tie it together with a slim red belt. That belt doesn't just match the shoes. It creates a visual line that draws the eye to your waist, breaking up the outfit and shaping your figure. When I tried this with a client who swore she'd never wear white pants after 50, the transformation was jaw-dropping. She stepped out of the fitting room, glanced in the mirror, and her first words were, "I look taller." Her posture shifted. She smoothed the blouse at her waist, turned from side to side, and suddenly there was this light in her eyes. White pants had been her never. But in the right fit and paired with the right top, they became her secret weapon. Yes, white can be intimidating. It shows every little thing, and it does require a bit more care. But it also has this undeniable ability to refresh your whole look. And let's be honest, if you spill something, there's always the washing machine. The reward of looking instantly lighter, brighter, and more polished far outweighs the risk. Think of it this way. White jeans are like a fresh canvas. They don't compete with your blouse. They let it sing. The structure of the denim keeps your silhouette sharp, while the light color lifts your whole outfit. Add in accessories that echo your blouse's print, and suddenly you've created a complete, intentional look, one that feels coordinated but never overdone. And the best part? This isn't just about clothes. When you put on something that brightens your reflection, it shifts the way you carry yourself. You walk differently. You smile without realizing it. You catch your own reflection in a store window and think, "That's me, and I look good." Once you've experienced that feeling, you might just find yourself wondering what other never pieces in your closet deserve a second chance. 3. Casual chic with wide leg jeans. Some blouses are beautiful, but feel like they belong in a special occasion-only corner of your closet. Crisp fabrics, precise cutouts, maybe a design detail that makes you stand taller when you wear it. They're stunning, but they can also feel rigid. Pair them with a traditional skirt and sensible flats, and the whole look tips into formal luncheon territory. Polished, yes, but also a little older and more serious than you might want for an everyday outfit. That's where the magic of casual chic comes in. When you take that same serious blouse and pair it with wide-leg blue jeans and sneakers, it's like you've unlocked a whole new personality for it. The blouse keeps its elegance, but the jeans bring an easy, modern energy that says, "I'm dressed for me, not just for an event." Let's break it down with an example. A client once came in wearing a gorgeous cutout blouse, airy fabric, three-quarter sleeves, beautifully placed details around the neckline, but she'd paired it with a black midi skirt and ballet flats. On paper, it was tasteful. In reality, it aged her. The proportions felt heavy, the mood too subdued, and the movement of the outfit was almost static. We decided to flip the script. Out went the skirt, and in came a pair of high-waisted, wide-leg blue jeans. The denim had enough structure to keep the look intentional, but the wider leg added flow and ease. Then, instead of a dressy shoe, we chose a pair of navy and white Converse sneakers, clean, classic, and just playful enough to cut through the blouse's formality. Finally, we added a brown leather belt with a heart-shaped buckle, which gave the whole look a subtle wink. The transformation was instant. She still looked elegant. The blouse took care of that. But now she also looked vibrant, approachable, and just a bit adventurous. That's the difference between casual loy-thoy and casual tinte. One looks like you didn't think about it, the other looks like you thought about it just enough. Why does dressing down work so well here? Because it creates contrast, and contrast is inherently interesting. When every piece in your outfit is formal, the effect can be stiff. When you let one element, in this case, the jeans and sneakers, relax the look, it makes the elegance of the blouse stand out even more. It's the fashion equivalent of serving fine wine in a rustic kitchen. The setting makes the quality feel warmer, more inviting. And there's something liberating about it, too. Wide-leg jeans have an ease of movement you don't get with skirts or slim pants. Sneakers let you walk farther, move faster, and say yes to whatever the day throws at you. The result? You don't just look younger. You feel younger because your clothes are letting you live without restriction. It's a reminder that style isn't just about what looks good in a photo. It's about what lets you enjoy your life. That cutout blouse you've been saving for the right occasion might just become your go-to for coffee runs, bookstore afternoons, or weekend markets, once you give it the right partner. And once you've felt how effortlessly a single change can free up your style, you'll start to see other formal pieces in your closet in a whole new light. 4. Blouse fit and neckline opening. Sometimes it's not the print, the color, or even the fabric that makes a blouse feel off. It's the way it fits around your frame and frames your face. A blouse that's both too loose and buttoned all the way up can quietly overwhelm you, hiding your shape and closing off the space around your features. The result? You feel heavier, more closed in, even if the blouse itself is lovely. The simple fix is all about two small but powerful adjustments: fit and neckline. A blouse that skims rather than swallows your shape instantly feels more refined. And opening up the neckline, even just one or two buttons, changes the entire mood. Suddenly, your face is more visible, your neck looks longer, and there's a softness in the way the fabric moves. I once worked with a woman who came in wearing a floral blouse buttoned right to the top, paired with loose, flowy pants. On their own, both pieces were fine. Together, they made her look like she was retreating from the world. The eye had nowhere to rest. It was all volume, no shape. We kept the blouse but gently reshaped the story it was telling. She undid two buttons at the top, letting the fabric fall into a soft V. We added a delicate pendant necklace that sat right in that open space. Not flashy, just enough to catch the light when she moved. Then we swapped the wide pants for a pair of slim, ankle-length trousers that gave her a clean, vertical line. The change was immediate. She looked like she could breathe again. Her smile felt easier, her shoulders more relaxed. The blouse didn't lose its charm. In fact, it became the star of the outfit because now it was part of a composition that felt balanced and intentional. This is where small accessories can work wonders. A fine chain with a single charm, a thin silk scarf draped loosely, even a strand of pearls worn casually. They fill the neckline space without cluttering it, adding just a hint of personality. And remember, this isn't about following a strict rule. It's about how you feel in the clothes you wear. If a high neckline makes you feel confident and dramatic, keep it. But if you ever put something on and feel like your face is disappearing, try opening up that neckline just a little. Let the air in. Let the light in. Because sometimes the difference between just dressed and absolutely radiant is no more than the space of 2 buttons and a simple necklace. 5. The power of the belt. One of the simplest, most underestimated tools in your style arsenal is the belt. Not because it holds your pants up, but because it has the power to shape your entire silhouette in seconds. Even if your body no longer has that hourglass shape, a belt can create the illusion of one, gently guiding the eye and giving your outfit structure. When you wear a blouse untucked over a loose bottom, the effect is often shapeless. Your proportions blur together, and the beautiful details of your blouse get lost in the flow. It's comfortable, sure, but it can also make you feel like your body has disappeared under the fabric. Now imagine taking that same blouse and either tucking it in softly or tying a small knot at the waist. Then you add a belt, maybe in the same color family as your shoes or your bag, so it feels intentional. Instantly, your outfit has a focal point. The belt doesn't just sit there, it divides your body into harmonious proportions, pulling the eye upward and creating a more balanced, confident stance. I've seen this transformation countless times. A client came to me in a flowing cream blouse and wide-leg trousers. Pretty pieces, but together they were doing her no favors. We tucked the blouse just enough to hint at her waist, added a slim leather belt in a rich tan that matched her sandals, and the change was dramatic. Her figure looked defined, her posture shifted, and her whole presence felt more polished, without changing a single garment. There's also a psychological magic here. Wearing a belt makes you feel more put together, like your clothes are working with you instead of against you. It's a small, almost effortless step that signals, I'm dressed with intention. That boost in confidence shows in the way you walk, how you hold yourself, even in how you greet people. The best part? You don't need a huge belt collection to make this work. A few versatile pieces, a classic leather in black or brown, something with a subtle metallic finish, maybe a woven style for summer, can completely transform your outfits. So the next time you put on a blouse and think, something's missing, try adding a belt. You might be surprised at how much power that one little accessory holds. Because sometimes the most dramatic changes come from the smallest details. And once you see how much better your outfits look with a defined waist, you'll wonder how you ever dressed without it. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that blouses are never truly out of style. They're simply waiting for the right pairing, the right tweak, the right little styling trick to bring them to life again. Whether it's opening up a neckline, adding a belt, or pairing softness with structure, these are not complicated changes, but they can make you look and feel completely different. I encourage you to try just one of these ideas today, even with pieces you already own. You don't need a shopping spree to transform your style. At 60 and beyond, your wardrobe should be a reflection of who you are now, confident, vibrant, and free to express yourself. Clothes are not a limit. They're a tool for telling your story. So go to your closet, pull out that blouse you've been overlooking, and give it a second chance with a fresh approach. Then come back and tell me in the comments, which blouse in your wardrobe makes you feel your absolute best? And if you enjoyed this, you won't want to miss my next video, How to Style Cardigans Over 60 Without Looking Frumpy. Until then, keep dressing in a way that makes you feel alive.